Hey, y'all got that? I'm getting addicted to going live. I don't know when's the right time to go live. I need a light for my live so I don't look so far away, so dark and shit. I need a light for my live so I don't be looking so dark and shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit got my shit looking dark as fuck, right? Anyway. Y'all need to be looking at the benefits of copper while you bullshitting. You know what I mean? So yeah, we going live. We going live, we going live, we going live. We playing with live. I like live. I like going live right now. Peace, 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 peace. You know what I mean? We on here for people that's dealing with debt collection and bad freaking credit and why it's bad. That's why we here. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm chilling. Matter of fact, I'm about to go get me a little cocktail. Boom. You know what I mean? We about to hang out, have fun. You know? Peace, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing today? You know, I need a light because I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, it look crazy with no light, right? But I need light. I got all the light I can. Actually, you know what? I got a light around here on this phone, but let's see here. I don't think I can put it on while I'm on the live. So anyway, I'm about to pull up my presentation to y'all because I made one. I took the time to actually make a presentation on my computer, and I got this phone here. So I'm about to go back to that presentation. We just gonna have a conversation. That's what we doing right now. We about to have fun. We about to make it creative and have fun. Talking about these punk ass third party debt collectors. That's what we about to do. That's what this bill about. Them third parties. Them third parties. Them third parties. Man, I need another light. I thought I had one, but I guess I don't. I think, let me see if this mug come on. If I cut it on. Nope. I ain't come on. It must be dead. I probably got another charger around here for it. Hey, y'all TikTokers, man, find me a light so I can get y'all some affiliate commission. Find me a light. Send it to me so I can have a light because I don't got no light. And this look real dark. So we rolling with the dark right now, y'all. We rolling with the dark right now. Peace, peace, peace. Peace. Let me go get my drink. I'll be right back. We about to have we about to call the ancestors. We about to give y'all some education from calling on the spirits. Hold on, folks. Bling! We got our copper water bottle. It ain't no water, but it is water. We'll cut on some of this music. Cut on some of this old school music. Yeah. Oh, it feels so good to be at peace right now without the headaches, man. You know how many people have freaking headaches in your life, man? Y'all know how many people have freaking headaches in your life that stop y'all from being the greatest person that y'all are because you got to spend time with them and you know you got a mission and you'd rather be doing your mission than spending time with them? You know what I'm saying? Do you understand how it feels so good not to be around those people? I encourage y'all to share the live, share the live, share the live, share the live. If you know somebody in a bad credit situation or dealing with a third-party debt collector, this is going to be the live for you. But you know how fun it is to have peace. Now watch. When you got your peace, somebody gonna call you and disrupt that joint, right? That's what they do. When you in your groove, that's when the phone rings. It's like, damn, this motherfucker. Here we go, y'all, with this motherfucker, right? But anyway, y'all need to look up the benefits of copper, y'all. For real. I drink my water out of copper. I got copper magnets on my wrists. Boom. Y'all want to know something crazy, though? I ain't even starting to talk about what this live is about yet. But I look at my before and after pictures because I had some gray over here and gray over here. I still got a little gray, right? But I promise y'all, ever since I started wearing these copper magnets on my arm, the copper with the magnets, it's almost like my gray done damn near reverse, y'all. It ain't even as big as it used to be. Like, it ain't even as much. It's interesting, y'all. Hey, look. If y'all fellas out here, y'all getting y'all gray, y'all probably better get y'all some copper magnets, right? What y'all better get. But anyway, peace to Yahuwah, peace to Yahuwah, peace to Yahuwah. Peace. Peace. And in the wise words of my partner Bruce Lee, he would say, be like water, my friends. Be like water. All right, look, man, we about to go in for a minute. I know my phone gonna ring in a minute, so I might have to answer a call, you know what I'm saying? Disrupting my peace and everything, but hey, it's just part of your, two different directions that shouldn't be going in the same direction, y'all. But anyway, got it, you know what I mean? So we about to be on this live for a little bit, hang out, you know what I'm saying, and just talk about a few things. And we're gonna kind of go into the lawful remedy system. So for those of y'all in the United States of America, or those people outside the United States of America, you need to subscribe and be a part of the Lawful Remedy channel. Why do you need to be a part of the channel? Because we go in on everything that is law. Everything that is law. And we don't just give our personal opinions. Everything that we say is supported by the law. You know what I mean? Because you can't support it by the law, that means you shouldn't be doing it, right? If you can't support it by the law, don't do it. Because guess what? You got to be able to follow the law. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Follow the law. So let me ask you something. Let me ask y'all something real quick. As y'all tuning in, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I mean, how many of you have had something on your credit report, like right now, that you don't fully understand? Type yes in the chat if that's you. If that's you, you got something on your credit report right now that you don't understand, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is the Lawful Remedy channel, so I'm going to give y'all some Lawful Remedy, right? Let's talk about it. If you got something on there, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. If you got something on there, let's talk about it. I might give y'all the remedy tonight to fix it for you. You dig what I'm saying? Let's fix it. Let's take your scenario as a live workshop and let's give you the remedy. Whoever you are out there, what do you have on your credit right now that needs to be fixed? This is how easy this is. And some of y'all might say, I got a foreclosure. I got a credit. Now, foreclosure is a little bit different, but hey, look. Today is the lawful remedy. Who has something on their credit report that needs to be fixed? Let's talk about it right now. If there's anybody out there that got something on their credit report that needs to be fixed, look, if I select you tonight, we're going to fix it tonight. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to do. Yeah, I got my t-shirt on. That's what y'all asking. I got my little, you know what I'm saying? I got my little madness here. No, y'all understand something? Y'all know what's something weird? Only us in America wear this type stuff. You don't see people from different countries rocking what we rock. Why? Because everything that happened is right here in our land. Right here. That's the only reason why we rock them joints and stay connected to it. Because it was here first. Prima facial evidence right here. That's why we create everything that you guys take advantage to use in your lives right here in the Americas. You know what I'm saying? That's how we move. And we definitely love our brothers and sisters all across the globe. But y'all don't rock this information right here like how we rock. It's only here in America. We don't. How Americans rock this joint. I need to see the benefits of copper. Well, anyway, man, somebody wanted me to ride someplace with them. I was like, no, I want to come back and get on TikTok live. I don't want to waste my time hanging out with y'all. Why? Because you ain't talking about nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. If you ain't talking about nothing, what's the point? Why am I going to waste my time with you? I'm saying time is very valuable. Time is very precious. It's a Saturday night. I don't expect a lot of y'all to be on tonight, you know what I'm saying? But hey, for those who are, I'm just practicing right now. I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym perfecting the craft right now. Understanding how to appreciate alive. You know what I mean? But anyway, so what is our goal for the day? Since none of you have had a situation with a debt collector or have anything going on in your credit reports, and you didn't type me that is happening to you, I can't help you. So now we're just going to go with the lie. But if you had a scenario, you need some assistance, and you didn't say nothing, that's on you. So now you just sit back, pay attention, and let the game unfold. You know what I mean? Because I gave y'all a shot. That we could have took your personal scenario, we could have rocked with it and taught you something. You know what I'm saying? But nobody wanted to be taught because I assume everybody has excellent credit tonight. And that is a beautiful thing. So for those of you who have excellent credit, I'm going to encourage y'all to do a few things. Keep relationships with your credit unions. I would say that the credit unions give the best rates. Way better than these commercial banks, from my experience. And them lines of credits hit different. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you get one on all three credit bureaus, you can make them business ideas happen. You know what I mean? But you have to have written down those business ideas. You can't just do it without writing them down, right? Not at all. So anyway, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Lawful Remedy channel, where we talk about everything lawful and we give you the remedy. That's why you want to like and subscribe to the channel. And that's real talk. That's real talk. So here's a problem nobody explains. I was waiting for people to get in. I don't know how many people on the live. I can't tell, but I'm gonna roll into the information and talk about the problem that nobody explains. Most people don't lose because they owe, right? They lose because they don't know what to do. They got a third-party debt collector calling them. They got a letter in the mail. They got a certified letter in the mail. They got a process server trying to serve them court papers for the debt. Y'all don't know what to do. You waited all this time. You didn't respond. You didn't know what to do. And now it's redemption. Period. You panic. You ignore it. Or you think something is wrong. And now, after a while, it's on your credit, affecting your car, your house, and everything. You know what I mean? So now you try to get something new when you got challenged credit, you can't. That's just a fact. You can't. You can't do anything, guys and ladies. You can't do nothing. Why? Why can't you do nothing? Because it's unfortunate that you didn't answer the letters that were sent to you. Because you didn't answer, apparently you agreed. And let's rebuttal the challenge, but you never challenged anything. You just ignored it, hoping it would go away. So let's chat about that. How many of y'all have done that? Put it in the chat. Put in the chat, say I have, if you've ever done that. I know I have, and I learned the hard way. Something on my credit for all these years from a company I had nothing to do with on my credit report. Right? Is y'all here today? Where y'all at? Is anybody here? How many people? Man, this is for United States of America, man. United States of America and people in foreign countries that have credit in America, y'all need to listen to this. If you got credit in America, y'all need to listen to this. If you have challenged credit in America, you got something happen, you know what I mean? You need to make America take care of their obligations. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is what you got to do. You got to make America take care of their obligations. You know what I mean? I can show you the law that say they're supposed to take care of their obligations. The more people know, the more people can hold them accountable. Type yes if you want to know the law. Type yes if you want to know the law. Type yes if you want to know the law. If you don't type yes, I ain't telling you shit. How about that? Anyway, I don't know what y'all doing over there, but y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Y'all just came here to just to look pretty and shit. Pay attention for a quick second and then bounce. That's okay. Y'all don't want to know the law, so I ain't gonna tell y'all the law. So, hey, look. Let me see. Where my phone at? Oh yeah, my phone right in front of me. I'm tripping, y'all. The phone right in front of me. I'm so used to having a second phone. That shit is crazy. But I'm going to give you something for free right now. Collectors just don't get to you unless you owe something. How many of you guys have been in a situation where you look at your credit report and you're like, damn, I got a debt collector on my joint. I got a debt collector on my joint. So, hey, what? I got a debt collector? And they collecting the debt? And I ain't know about it. How many of y'all have sat up there and you got a debt collector on your credit report and you ain't know about it? You jacked up your credit. You jacked it up. It happened to all of us. It happened to me several times. That's why I'm confident that I can tell y'all how to do this joint. Because, yo, peace to the Moors. Peace to the Moors. Peace to the Moors. Peace to the Moors. What up? What up? What up? Y'all coming on in now. Y'all coming on in. Y'all gonna make me start from the top. Y'all gonna make me start to the top. Start to the top for y'all. Because I sat up here. I'm trying to get people in. I tried to ask y'all a simple ass question. Simple ass question. I said, how many of you have something in your credit right now you don't fully understand? I asked you to type yes in the chat. Yes in the chat. And I said, I'm going to go deeper. Ain't nobody decide they had something yes in the chat, right? Y'all ain't decide y'all had nothing to say with yes in the chat. Peace to Yahuwah. Yeah, we in the building, right? We in the building. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, don't even get me started, man. I'm just trying to stay low key. I don't even want to give them that information. But you know what time it is. You know what time it is. Yeah, you know what time it is. I asked y'all to type yes in the chat. I paused and I waited for y'all comments. The one brother, he said yes. That's peace. All right, now let me go deeper. Tell me what it is, and I'm going to give you the remedy tonight. Whatever it is, if you choose you want to do it, no matter what it is, I'm going to give you the remedy tonight. And we can talk about what you've done and what you haven't done. And, you know, you might already, I believe you already know the remedy. But listen, this is what we here. We here to build. So tell me, you know, if you don't mind, tell me what it is. And let's go ahead and knock it out. Let's go ahead and get you let me go ahead and put up the law and show you the remedy that you can do. This is lawful remedy. If you want to type it out, type it out. If you want to let me know if you send it to me in a message, I'll read it. You ain't got to put it out here on live or whatever. I'll read it and I'll go ahead and address it. You know what I mean? So how many of you have ever had a debt collector call you and you ain't know what to say? A lot of people ain't had no idea what to say when the debt collectors call them. It's very simple. If that ever happened to you, type me in the chat. Type me in the chat. The one brother, I'm waiting on him to tell me what he want me, what the issue is. It don't matter what it is. Trust me, we well versed over here. We can help out. We can help out. You know, I probably tried it. I probably went up against it. I probably got court records. You know what I'm saying? We here. We ain't just talking theory. We've actually been through it. We've actually been through it. We actually are ordained to fucking give this ministry of freedom right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're moving on. So if it happened to you, you know what I'm saying? Type me in the chat or tell me your story and your scenario. Let's go ahead and address it. I don't want to stay. I'd rather go off script. I'd rather give somebody some real remedy tonight. Something that people pay for, I'd rather give it to them for free tonight. If they're willing to say what it is tonight, whether it's a mortgage, a foreclosure, child support, whatever, I got something for you. Trust me. It don't matter. You know, we well studied and well versed in all this right now. We one of the coldest in the game, but y'all wouldn't know that because y'all ain't addressing, y'all ain't telling what the issue is. So I'm just assuming y'all got credit issues. Oh, we got a credit card issue. All right, fine. Let's talk about the credit card issue. I had credit card issues in the past too. right? I had credit card issues in the past myself. I did. I had credit card issues in the past myself. And I had mine with Navy Federal, right? And Navy Federal is a credit union. I would recommend you try to keep in good standards. You know what I'm saying? All credit unions, I would recommend you try to stay in good standards, but sometimes life happens, right? It could be a COVID situation. It could be anything that stops your progress, and you don't intend to be dishonorable because of life situations, and that doesn't mean you're a bad person. That just means you ran into something that needs to be fixed. So let's talk about the credit card. Who's the credit card with? How much do you owe on it? Is it in collection status? Right? Is it on your credit report? Is it collection? That's the main thing. Those are questions I need to know. I'm gonna give you the remedy. I'm gonna rock with them. We got a couple different remedies. Like we can actually make them open the credit card back up. Oh, it's a charge off. Oh, that's perfect. This is what this live is about. Let me break this down for you specifically. So I need you to grab your pencil and paper. I need for you to grab your pencil and paper and take exclusive notes, because if it's a charge off, this is the live you want to be on. And let me explain. Let me tell you what's going on. Here's the problem. Most people lose because they owe. They lose because they don't know what to do. Not saying that the brother don't know what to do or the sister don't know what to do. I believe they know what to do, but sometimes charge-offs are hard to get off the credit report. Trust me, I've been through it. I've been through it myself. So I'm going to go to a specific part, specifically to your situation regarding this charge-off. All right? So let me talk about this. Let me just open up the document that I have that you're going to need for this specific situation, right? As it relates to charge-offs. Let me see what I did. All right, this is the lawful remedy. And trust me, right here, this is what you want right now. This is, I'm going to open up the instrument that was put together specifically for charge-offs. Because this is important, and you guys need to understand this right now. Hold on for a second. Let me, all right. I'm pulling up a second screen. Let me go. All right. Here's what you got to understand. I'm sure you probably already did this, right? You probably already sent them the third-party debt collector letter. You already sent them the debt validation letter. Is that true? Yes or no? Have you sent them those things yet? Have you sent them those yet, brother? Yes. All right, good. You sent them already, right? All right. So let me ask you this question. In order for them to understand if it's an actual charge off, right? Let's think about accounting. They charged it off. They charged it to the game. They charged it to the game. That means that on their books, they wrote it off. Type yes if you understand that. They wrote off the debt. They charged it off, right? And they're going to try to sell it to another third-party debt collector? Listen here. Let me explain something to you. Them suckers, this is the easiest way. I'm going to give you the game right here. I'm going to tell you exactly what's popping. You need a formal demand. You need a 1099-C status and accounting demand, creditor plus collector demand letter. And check this out. I'm going to give you the game. I'm going to read it to you right now. You need to take heed to this, because I had the same situation happen to me. And I had did a 1099 cancel full satisfaction of claim on the debt. And they didn't want to honor my full satisfaction of claim. So I ended up getting the attorney general involved with it in the state of Georgia. And he said he had no jurisdiction. But what he did do, after I uploaded my claim, and you have to use your public servants to your advantage. I know as Moors, we feel that everything is, is de facto, and it is. But at the end of the day, those people are, and they will fulfill their duties as trustees if we tell them what to do, because we have to have knowledge of what to do, right? So, with that being said, same thing applies to you in your situation. You need a formal demand letter, since they charged it off, right? To have a 1099-C, because they canceled the debt. If the debt was over $600, they canceled the debt and they had to do a 1099-C. You just didn't get a copy of that 1099-C. So what you need is a formal demand letter, and it's going to say something like this. To whom it may concern, I write regarding the above reference account, which has been reported or pursued as a collection and or charge of obligation. And truthfully, that obligation is an obligation of the United States pursuant to 18 U.S.C. 8. And I'm rocking with you. I'm telling you this shit that I charge motherfuckers for. So I'm telling you this just to give it to you, because this is why we're here. This letter constitutes a formal dispute and demand for documentation and clarification of the legal status of this account. Boom. All right. Number one, demand for cancellation of debt reporting on Form 1099-C, as in Charlie. Pursuant to the Internal Revenue Code, subsection 6050P, certain entities must file an information return, Form 1099-C, upon the occurrence of an identifiable event indicating cancellation of indebtedness. When they do a charge off on your credit, it's a cancellation of indebtedness. Trust me, man, it's a cancellation of indebtedness. So accordingly, you are hereby requested to state whether any Form 1099-C has been filed or issued in connection with this account. If so, provide a copy and identify the date of filing, issuance, and the amount reported. If not, state whether any cancellation, discharge, or forgiveness of the alleged debt has occurred and the basis for your position. Number two, demand for lien release, title status if applicable. And this is how I ended up getting my car. You know what I mean? I ended up getting my car when I stood on this business right here with the title, free and clear. Because I got the 1099-C, but I didn't get the title. So I had to dig a little further in the research, and I had to tell them what they were supposed to do. Because you're a beneficiary and they trustees, so they have an obligation. Because at the end of the day, in your contract, they tell you that you turn over everything. You give them all the power, and you have to take that power back, right? You have to take that power back. Type yes, yes, yes if you understand what I'm saying. I want to make sure I ain't going over your head. Type yes if you understand what I'm saying, if you following me. You following me? I'm waiting for the brother who I'm trying to help. Is he following me? Give him okay, yes. You take it back. You take that security interest back. You already understand what time it is. All right? You got to take it back. All right? If the account relates to a secure obligation, including a motor vehicle, state whether any lien has been released or satisfied. Provide documentation of any release of lien, insurance, clearance. Identify the date of any such release. Be advised that under applicable state law and commercial law principles, including Article 9 of the Uniform Commercial Code, as adopted by the relevant state, a secure party is required to release its lien upon satisfaction or termination of the secure obligation. When they do a 1099, when they charge off your account, they've given up a termination of that secured obligation. I'm just pausing like I'm in a rap and I got to let the track breathe for a minute. So what you want to do is do a demand for current collection status pursuant to the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, which is 15 U.S.C. 1692G. That's validation of the debt, and 15 U.S.C. 1692E is in Edward. Run that back. Be advised that under applicable state law and commercial law, including Article 9 of the Uniform Commercial Code as adopted by the relevant state, because your state has its own UCC for the state. All right. At the end of the day, it's all going to be federal as long as the controversy amount is greater than $75,000. That's how you take it federal. But a secure party is required to release its lien upon satisfaction or termination of a secure obligation. So when they issue they put a charge off on your joint, they've released the termination of the secure obligation. Because why? They wrote it off as bad debt. They wrote it off as bad debt. So what you need to do is demand for a current collection status. If they wrote it off as bad debt and they choose they want to sell it to a debt buyer, man, it's like me being on the block selling, hustling, and you owe somebody else a debt and I try to come collect it for you. Do we have a contract? No, we ain't got no contract. What you talking about? You sound crazy. Man, how you gonna come collect for me? I mean, you have to think of things in the terms of the way, the way things way you grew up, whether it's flipping video games or hustling. You know what I mean? However it is. So you got a demand for current collection status, right? Pursuant to the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act, and I said 15 USC 1692G, validation, and 15 USC 1692E, prohibition on false or misleading representations. So the prohibition, I prohibit you to tell me that you're going to collect from me and you already wrote the debt off. You discharged the debt. You put a charge off on my account. So how you still collecting on me and how I still owe the debt? Why? I didn't write the proper letter to get the proper lien release and satisfaction of the debt, although you canceled the debt, right? So you need to be able to cancel that debt accordingly. So whether the alleged debt is currently being collected, whether you contend the debt remains legally enforceable, right? The identity of the current owner of the alleged debt, the basis upon which you claim the right to collect. What right do you claim to collect on a debt that you charged off? You have no right to collect on the debt that you charged off. It's charged off. Guess what? When I get to 1099-C, y'all gonna hit me with that I earn extra income. So let's give you an example of a real life situation that I personally went through with the 1099-C. I had an automobile, full satisfaction of the claim. Boom, rocked that claim for 2 years, did everything I was supposed to do. They wasn't operating the proper way. I wrote the Attorney General. The Attorney General said he don't got jurisdiction over this. And he told me who had jurisdiction over this, right? It's a federal situation. So at the end of the day, once everything went, that same case was forwarded to the federal jurisdiction. 2 months later, I got the title in the car. Release of the lien. I got a 1099-C. It was like for $25,000 over 1099-C. They tried to tell me that I earned that particular amount of income, right? Because they look at it when they discharge debt. They try to say that you earn the income for the discharged debt. But pursuant to 18 USC 8, which is an obligation of the United States, has already been taken care of. And now I'm going in deep, but only because the brother decided that he wanted to say yes. So I'm going to give him the smoke. I'm going to give him all the information that he needs in order to be successful in this situation. And if more of y'all do it, then this live will be even more interesting. So for those who don't, just pay attention and take notes. So I want y'all to demand for the current collection status. I gave the laws, which is 15 USC 1692G, validation, and 15 USC 1692E, which is prohibition of false or misleading representation. You are hereby requested to provide a clear written statement whether the alleged debt is currently being collected. Is the debt being collected if you wrote it off? Whether you contend the debt remains illegally enforceable, the identity of the current owner or alleged debt, the basis upon which you claim the right to collect. What gives you a right to collect? What gives you a right to collect on a debt that you've charged off? I need everybody to pay attention to that. What gives you the right to collect on a debt that you charged off? Okay, all right. So we're going to talk about regarding the accuracy and consistency. If any information regarding this account is furnished to a consumer reporting agency, if you want to report this to my credit, it must be accurate and consistent, as required under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, including 15 USC subsection E, subsection B. Any representation that an account is both canceled, discharged, or otherwise terminated, and actively owed and collectible must be fully explained and supported by competent documentation. So where's your documentation? Produce it. If you can't produce the documentation and you cancel the debt, it's void ab initio, right? It's a fraudulent debt. So the limited purpose and no admission. This request is for the purpose of obtaining clarification and documentation. That's all this purpose is for. Clarification and documentation, which they can't provide neither. It is not an acknowledgement of our liability to the alleged obligation. I request a response. I demand a response. Please provide the requested information and documentation within 30 days. You can give them 30 days, you can give them 10 days, you can give them 72 hours. And you can reserve all your rights, claims, defenses, everything expressly reserved. And guess what? They're not going to be able to produce that information. They're going to have unverifiable information. Right? With unverifiable information, guess what, guys? How are they going to collect from you? See, that's why I'm telling you it's all a system when it's talking about dealing with third-party debt collectors. It's all a system. Look, I've been in the game for a minute with credit because I done jacked up my credit personally. I'm not telling you nothing I ain't used for myself. I got my t-shirt on right now because I'm chilling. I'm getting heated up. You know what I'm saying? It looks like tonight we might be on live all night long. Why not? And make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. If you ain't like and subscribe to the channel, you bugging, because it's more than about credit. It's all about the lawful remedy. Whether you're dealing with traffic tickets, whether you're dealing with divorce, whether you're dealing with all these different life events as it relates to legal situations, we got the lawful remedy for you. We're not going to make it up. We're going to show you the law. It's not what I said. That's what the law says. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you want to subscribe and like the Lawful Remedy channel, because at the end of the day, a lot of stuff y'all been through, we already been through. Because why? We want to attack it head first ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We want to get the experience. We like to get dirty. We like to get dirty. We like to get dirty. We like to go through these situations. And we like to learn from our mistakes. That's the only way you're going to get better at this. You can't get better at it without getting into the fight. You know what I'm saying? You look like a boxer. You clean. You study the laws, but you won't get in no fight. You got to get in the fight. You got to get dirty. For those who get dirty, those are the ones who get wisdom, and those are the ones who get remedy. Those are the ones that can sit up here confidently and tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Tell you that this is the real deal. I've been through it. So listen, my brother, the relevant laws that you should understand at this particular point, after giving you the information I gave you, if you want to grab the third-party debt collector template, I normally charge $97. But for you, if you choose to pick it up, I'll do a special deal only for you and the people on this live. Look, I let it go for $24.99. But you got to tell me yes if that's what you want me to do. I'll go into the store and I'll change it specifically for you at this particular time. And get all the documents and everything that you need. But let me give you the relevant laws, because you're a studier. I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to educate, entertain, and inform. So the relevant laws that you need is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, 15 U.S.C. subsection 1681 I, reinvestigation. And then 15 U.S.C. subsection 1681 E as in Edward, B as in Barry, accuracy. They're totally reporting inaccurate information on your credit report, especially if they charge it off. Especially if they charge it off. So at that particular time, you have to understand when to send a notice of deficiency. See, my whole system, I have a system in place. Not only can you help yourself, you can help others. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is about. Yeah, you might give me $25. Okay, great. Thank you. I get dinner and a beer. I get a burger and a beer. I appreciate it. But guess what you can do with that? You can go build your community, help the peoples around you. Because this knowledge ain't come from somebody who haven't done it and executed it on his own. That's why I know it worked. That's why I can stand on this more confident. You know what I'm saying? But you have to have the attitude of confidence. You have to have the belief that you know it works. Because a lot of this stuff is mindset. If you're not sitting up here with the proper mindset, it's not going to work for you. You have to be angry. And the only reason I know it works because I was angry enough to go through this situation to why I know it works. I was angry. I'm going through these situations. I'm like, damn, life is don't gotta be like this. And you know what I'm saying? This what leads brothers to to nationality. This leads brother all the bondage that the world puts on us leads us to becoming very sharp individuals. And knowing at that particular time, once we get to where we are, you know what I'm saying? You get tired of going through the shit. You get tired of going all through the struggle. You get tired of it. And then you find your way out. And once you find your way out, you understand that knowing the laws is the way out. If you agree with me, put that mug in there and put facts. Because, I mean, that's all I know. I'm not going to tell you nothing I can't prove. I ain't telling you nothing I can't prove. So, with that being said, I need y'all to like and subscribe to the channel because it's not all about credit. We do all kinds of law proof. So, with that being said, I need y'all to like and subscribe to the channel because it's not all about credit. We do all kinds of lawful. Yeah. All right, y'all. So let me tell y'all something. So when we going in, you always got distractions and shit, right? That's gonna distract you. That's all part of their life. That's what they do, but they don't mean no harm. It's just that's what it is. You know what I mean? So any questions? Are you giving too much sauce? They muting the live. Oh, they muting the live? Damn. Hey, look. Look, man, that's what they do, bro. That's what they do. They mute the live. When you dropping that information, they mute the live. Yo, that's just a horrible situation. I hate to see that. Where do you need me to go back with? I mean, I thought I gave you the information. You know what I mean? Chopping. All right. But yeah, man, I mean, the notice of deficiency, right? I've never you got something called the administrative courts, right? The administrative courts are unconstitutional courts. They're not even constitutional courts, y'all. They don't even got jurisdiction on these matters. We go into these lower courts, they ain't got jurisdiction on these matters. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to you people and myself, all of us to kind of band together to be on the same page. The more we know and we hold them accountable, the less they're going to keep getting over on us because they've been getting over on us for many years. And then we got to draw the line in the sand right now. You know what I'm saying? We drawing the line in the sand. We ain't falling for this no more. You know what I'm saying? Why? Why fall for it when we got the answers right in front of us? So the more soldiers that we create, the people that go out there and give this information and teach this information, I'm not trying to gatekeep the information at all. I'm going to give you, if you got a problem, you put it in this chat, I'm going to give you the law. And I'm going to give you the opportunity to get the documents, whether you get it or not. I'm going to give you the law. ChatGPT can write it for you if you know how to prompt it properly. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the donations if you just choose to support what I'm doing. Because at the end of the day, it's about freedom. And the more people know, the less corrupt the people will be. So I need more people to know this so we can stop the corruption. Because they corrupt. They bought out. You know what I'm saying? They don't follow the Constitution. They don't follow the laws. They crooked. They work with each other. They go into the courts. They know each other all the time. Come on, y'all. Come on. We're not standing for that. So the more people go in there, they're going to have to bow down. But you got to bow down explicitly stating the laws and the things that they're supposed to follow. Use their own words against them. That's how you're going to get your remedy. Facts. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So it's bigger than just a third-party debt collection situation. It's bigger than that. If you're dealing with foreclosure, if you're dealing with child support, if you're dealing with credit collections, if you're dealing with traffic tickets, DUIs, whatever, this is the Lawful Remedy channel. Subscribe to the channel and learn how to win. Learn how to win. That's just facts. You know what I'm saying? That's just facts. I'm not here to, it's facts. You know what I mean? Any other questions in the chat, brother? I hope I was able to give you the lawful remedy to help you out. Is there anybody else who got something they want to talk about that we can help out with? It don't necessarily got to be about credit. It could be just about life. We ready. We locked and loaded and we ready. And we ain't going to just give it to you because we just gave the laws. And if you got something negative on your credit, there's a law that they can't report negative information on your credit. Look, the law stands. The Fair Debt Collection Practices Act is specific to debt collectors. The Fair Credit Reporting Act is specific to credit reporting agencies. Those laws don't change. I got a book that I wrote in 2015, probably before that, probably like in 2012. It's called Credit Bureau Secrets Exposed. It's not on the internet no more. But the new book is The Credit Powerhouse. That's on the internet now. But you can also pick up the templates. You know what I'm saying? I normally charge $97 for it. I can let it go today on this live. If you say yes, you want it. If you feel it can help you, I'll let it go. I'll change the price right now from $97 to $24.99 just to give it to you. Just so I can get a meal and a drink. That's if you want it. Otherwise, I ain't touching it because I'm not here to sell it, right? I'm not here to sell it. I'm here to give you the information I just gave you absolutely free. I just asked you to like and subscribe to the channel, send some hearts. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be going live giving you lawful remedy. You know what I'm saying? It's not anything. We ain't tripping. We want to see you win. We gave you the laws. We read the whole entire letter. One of the letters, notices that's in the packet, but there is a system. You need to know what to say with third-party debt collectors. You need to know when to put things out. You need to know who to write it to. You need to know if you're in court, how to do a counterclaim. You need to know these things. You see what I'm saying? Because they come in handy. You need to understand the procedure of the court. You need to understand when you're in the real court and the fake court. You need to understand what the seal is. Is the seal real or is it just Memorex, fake? A lot of times it's fake. So they don't got jurisdiction. One of my biggest videos on the channel is about judges practicing law from the bench. You know what I mean? Judges practicing law from the bench. How many of y'all call out the judges practicing law from the bench? None of y'all. So you, from your lack of knowledge, is part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? I got it on my page. I don't know it offhand right now because I ain't gonna act like I do. But, you know what I mean? When I come across the information, bro, I drop it on the Lawful Remedy page. That's why I say like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe to the channel. You like and subscribe to the channel, you can get all the information on that particular page. You know what I'm saying? It seems like I'll be doing a disservice by not keeping the Lawful Remedy channel up. Because I was about to do a plant-based supplement channel, because your health is your wealth at the same time, but nobody cared about that. They care about the Lawful Remedy channel, right? They like and engage with that more so than, eating some plants. And eating plants is necessary. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get a lot of wisdom. You get the oxygen to the brain and all those type of things. So for sure. The Lawful Remedy channel on TikTok, yeah, it's right here. All you got to do is like and subscribe to the channel right now. Go to I'm Talking Business. Because, it's called I'm Talking Business. My channel is, but the logo is Lawful Remedy channel. Because when I'm talking Lawful Remedy, I'm talking business, right? I'm talking business. This is the United States is a corporation. So we all know this. It is a corporation. Did you guys not know United States was a corporation? I'm sure the brother knows it's a corporation, but The rest of you, did you not know it was a corporation? I mean, real talk. So at the end of the day, like, a lot of people are dealing with things. We all are dealing with things. We all are dealing with constantly being taxed. You know what I'm saying? We are constantly being taxed. So if you are not going to do nothing but decide to be taxed, right? Where it says, well, I mean, certain people are supposed to be taxed and certain people are not supposed to be taxed, right? Most melanated people are not supposed to be taxed. Most of us that have on our birth certificate, Negroes, blacks, colors, African American, Malay. I mean, we ain't supposed to be taxed. Why? Because the state misclassified our identities into those corporate fictions, and they took away the nationality of the people, of the original people, the indigenous people. So now they got us playing this corporate fiction game. So we need to know the laws on how to play that corporate fiction game. If you're going to continue to be the corporate fiction, right? If you're going to continue to be that corporate fiction, then yeah, we need to learn how to play the game. You can have your legal status, you know what I mean? But if you never challenge it, yeah, you got to learn how to play, use their words against them. I mean, at the end of the day, listen, my people suffer from lack of knowledge, right? My people suffer from lack of knowledge. Yeah, we're talking about this third-party debt collector right now situation. It's a system to deal with the third-party debt collectors. Many of you guys may be dealing with third-party debt collectors. They are the easiest ones to beat. Very easy. Because at the end of the day, you truthfully have no contract with them. But listen, the legal system don't necessarily play fair. You have to be in it to understand that they don't play fair. You know what I'm saying? You think you just going to take a template and you're going to go in there and win? No, it's not going to happen like that. They're going to test your knowledge. And like I said, in the lower courts, yeah, you're going to have to hit them with procedure defects. If you're going to go in that court, you're going to have to hit them with procedure defects. You're going to have to use their own words against them. And then you can win. They don't give a damn about the Constitution and all those type of things in the lower courts. They care about procedure. They don't start caring about that constitutional stuff until you get to the federal courts. But you have a controversy over 75,000. And true enough, it could be well over 75,000, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as you choose to bring the claim. And you can use the system, I'm telling you right now. And look, I don't know how many people on the live, but I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. I am about to go ahead and set it up on my Stand Store. Because right now it's at, was that $24.90? Is it at $24? I don't know. What is it? Let me see my checkout page. Let me go to my store. And I'm going to tell y'all, it apparently is at $24.99. It was once $97 for the entire system. For those of you who want the system to deal with third-party debt collectors, click the link in my bio. What you want to do is click the Lawful Remedy logo. Boom, click that. Subscribe to my channel. Go to the Lawful Remedy link in bio page and grab the system. The system is not just one letter, because one letter is not going to work for you. Grab the system for $24.99. Grab the system. It's only going to be that price when I'm on a live. After the live, it goes back up to $97. Anytime you click it, if I'm not on a live, it's going to be $97. You know what I mean? Because it's that all day, because it's not just one letter, guys. It's a system. It's a system. We tell you the rules of engagement. We give you the flow chart. We give you everything that you need. It's the complete debt defense bundle package. The step-by-step system to challenge debt collectors, demand proof, protect your credit, and force accurate reporting under federal law. Yo, real talk. We can win in on law tonight. Why not? Everything I'm trying to tell you guys is the truth. I've been on this journey for quite some time. I've made my mistakes. I've been through the wars. And the documents that I give you are the documents that I personally use in my own personal situation. Right? Now, I will say this. You want to handle everything outside of court because the scriptures tells you that you're supposed to do it that way because you don't want to create a public controversy. So you want to be able to handle everything outside of court and you got a better chance of making it go away. But the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you got the lawful remedy. So it's important that you understand what the lawful remedy is. And it's a complete debt defense bundle package. If you're dealing with third-party debt collectors, it don't matter if it's a house, a car. It doesn't matter if you're in court, out of court. Listen, we got it for the lawful remedy. This is a $97 product you can grab today for $24.99. Click the link in my bio while I'm on this live. After that, it goes back up to $97. Hit the lawful remedy logo, right? Hit that logo. Boom. Once you hit that logo, all right, like and subscribe to the channel, man, and go grab the digital download. You're going to get an instant download right away. You know what I'm saying? All of us have dealt with credit situations. Credit is what's keeping us from fulfilling our dreams. A lot of times we don't have the money, right? But if your credit is good, you can go get a line of credit from 3 different credit unions. And I encourage credit unions because credit unions are there to help us. They're not there to gouge us. So you can TransUnion. Your TransUnion good, you can go to a credit union. I got the playbook to go to those credit unions. Get you 40, 50,000, 30,000. This doesn't matter if 30 is the minimum. You go to 3 different ones, you got 30, 16, you got 90K. What you gonna do with 90K, guys, ladies and gentlemen? Have you written out your business plan to figure out what you're gonna do with that money? I encourage you to write that out because this is not a long-term fix. This is a short-term fix. You follow the rules in this, what I'm giving you to do, that's gonna be done in less than 60 days. Based on my personal experience is done less than 30 days because I didn't necessarily wait. I called them up, I faxed over the information, and I got on the phone with them right away. I was able to get my joint updated right away. But that's the advanced technique. That's the advanced technique right there. Hold on, let me see if, for whatever reason, I ain't get no calls. Hold on real quick. But anyway, shit. I'm sure when they call, they'll get through. All right, so the complete debt defense bundle package, you got your proven letter templates, step-by-step flow system, escalation strategies, your rights and their duty. So you got your rights and their duty. You know, challenge collections the right way, guys. Build a paper trail that protects you so if you have to go into court, you're ready to play ball and win. Secure your future today. Start today. What are y'all waiting on? I don't know why it wanted me to drag a puzzle. I've been on this mug talking all night. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and grab it. The link ain't gonna be in the description for this long forever. It's only here tonight for $24.99. Pick it up. If you don't pick it up, that's okay. Hopefully you got everything here. Are you getting credit in the Illegas? All right, that's a great question. Let me answer that properly, right? For those that know, they know. Now, you can use the Illegas, build the Illegas credit up properly, and then you can use the Illegas credit to get business credit. You know what I'm saying? That's really, truthfully, where you want to be. But at the end of the day, you know, the Illegas is, for those who don't understand what the Illegas is, I mean, what they call the corporate fiction, right? The definition of you is the Illegas. That's the best way I can put it. Look up the definition of you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to look up the definition, the legal definition of you, so you understand what that is, right? So this is going to shock a lot of you. But to be a you means a person who owes a debt to the United States. That's what you means. When they always say, you do this, you do that, you. That means the person who owes a debt to the United States. Long story short, right? So, I mean, of course, the brother, now you asking questions, so you get to see that I know what I know, right? You get to understand that, you know, I try to be modest about a lot of things and not put a lot of things out there because, quite frankly, a lot of people are not ready for this information. This is something that I would tell you in my private bills, but since you asked, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I get credit in the Illegas, but guess what? I'm the executor of the Illegas. And that's the best way I can tell you that I have a right to get credit in the Illegas so I can build their business credit and do everything in the business credit. And then I can, of course, donate it over to the ministry, which is the proper way to do things. You know what I mean? See, this knowledge goes deep, 360 degrees. The tassel swings that way, 360. Only those that know. But for those that don't know, you just continue to catch up. That's why we're here. It's the Lawful Remedy channel. So I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, right? Subscribe to the channel. And like and subscribe to get the Lawful Remedy, right? Now, a lot of people are big on what they call credit profile numbers and things like that. I am not big on credit profile numbers. I don't think you should use credit profile numbers. Although people have used them, but they hit to the game on that. So what I think you should do in order to help build your credit is you should go ahead and establish your business corporation, right? And then you should go ahead and build credit on that corporation using the Illegas credit in order to get business credit and build it up. Personally, that's what I think you should do. I think if you do that, right, guess what? People do get in trouble for using those CPNs when they don't pay. But when you are doing business as they got it set up and you lose in business, well, that business can be dissolved and you can go start a new business. That business can file a Chapter 11. You can go go get new business. And you ain't got no legal ramifications. See what I'm saying? So that's why I'm big on just using the, go to the IRS website, get you a business EIN and build credit on that rather than dealing with all the CPN and all that crazy stuff, right? So I'm not an advocate. You would never see no documentation that I ever put out telling people to get those type of numbers. Because at the end of the day, you're digging yourself in this situation. All right. So, any other questions? Any other questions from the people that's paying attention to the live? If there's any other questions, go ahead and put it in the chat because we go ahead and drop in the sauce right now. Because right now, you know, the ancestors are starting to talk. So right now, I need more questions. Who's dealing with something? How can I be of a service of an assistance to you guys? Like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe to the channel. We want you to like and subscribe to the channel. So when we go live, you know, sometimes I go live. You know, I haven't been going live as much as I wanted to go live, but I've been going live lately. So, yo, check out. Like and subscribe to the channel. You're dealing with mortgage foreclosures. You're dealing with debt collectors. You're dealing with child support. You're dealing with, what else we got? Anything you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Relationship problems. Hey, you know, I can only tell you based upon my past failures. You know what I'm saying? I can only tell you based upon my past failures, or I can break it down to you from the scriptures. That's the benefit. A lot of people don't want to hear about the scriptures. I don't know why, but the scriptures is on point. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what we talking about. What's up, everybody? Look at little 357. What up, 357? I ain't seen you in so long. What up, 357? How you doing? I ain't seen that thing in a long time. But yeah, you got a situation, ask your questions. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Now, I had the package in there. We were talking about the complete debt defense bundle package. But right now, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got some other questions? Y'all want to talk about something else? Y'all want to talk about something else? What y'all want to talk about? We here for y'all. What y'all want to talk about? What y'all want to talk about? Let's talk. Y'all paying attention to the live? What's up? What's up? What's up? What y'all want to talk about? We talked about, dealing with third-party debt collectors already. That's a dead topic now. Let's move on to something else. What is there something else y'all want to talk about? I appreciate the love, y'all. I appreciate the love. Thank y'all so much, man. I'm glad y'all liking the live. But like I said, right now, tonight, if you want to get the complete debt defense bundle package, the step-by-step system to challenge debt collectors, demand proof, protect your credit, enforce accurate reporting under federal law, click the unlawful remedy in the upper left-hand side and go to the link in the bio. Right now, you're getting a $97 product for $24.99 to give you a system to handle dealing with third-party debt collection letters. Now, talking about settling mortgages, right? Listen, I had a house, I lost a house, and that's just real talk. They don't play fair when it comes to mortgages, right? But from my experience dealing with that situation, I will say that the one thing that we have to hold them accountable for is understanding that there's a CUSIP number being traded with that particular mortgage, right? And in your contract and agreement, they said they wouldn't trade it, and they're trading the mortgage-backed security without, number one, and telling you they're making more money outside of the mortgage-backed security. They put it in the they're making more money outside of the mortgage-backed security. They put it in the I might have to run for a minute, but yeah, that mortgage-backed security is something that you need to handle with the Security Exchange Commission, because when you pull up the CUSIP number on that loan number that you have, it's being traded. Am I muted right now? They pull up that CUSIP number is being traded, and they didn't give you lawful consideration. You have a unilateral contract that you're the only person that signed it, and you don't have a two-party contract, which they can't provide, and they can never provide the fact that they lent you money. All the judges, all of the public officials are in on the mortgage game, because that's one of the biggest games, Ponzi schemes, in order for they all to get paid on. So you really gotta be on point. The best way I say to get rid of your mortgage is to actually, at the day of closing, if you can possibly do it, go ahead and endorse the back of it properly for proper set off, right? And then once you do that properly, you endorse the back of it, you go ahead and get the CUSIP number and show that the CUSIP number is being traded. Because I've been in the banking industry for like 25 years. And I used to be an expert witness working with attorneys. And one of the things that they used to do back in the day was do a forensic audit. And once that forensic audit was done, it would show that, of course, they were trading a note without informing the people that they were trading a note. So they're making money on the backside of it. But in your agreement, you agreed to give up that security interest, right? You got to be able to take it back, right? And doing the $3, $10 stamp thing, yeah, that's with the Stamp Act. You know what I'm saying? That's with the Stamp Act. Listen, it worked at one particular point in time. So many people doing it now is not working anymore. It's not working anymore. Now, if you know how to uphold the law, even arbitration is crooked, because guess what? They already got the rules of the game of arbitration of who they want you to go to, because they're already paying them off. So you ain't going to have the best luck with all that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you're not. So the best way I would say to do is, grab my mortgage redemption product that I haven't put up yet and do set off properly, right? If you do it properly, you could possibly win. But anyway, y'all, that's a whole different topic. And I definitely want to thank y'all for tuning in, my people. And I want to thank y'all, man. I thank y'all for paying attention to the live. I got to go out and I got to host someone right now. So, hey, man, it's been great talking to y'all. I'd really rather be on here talking to y'all because this is what makes me feel good. Not sitting around here looking at damn TV. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to look at no damn TV. I don't even like TV. I don't even watch TV. Look, I'm always feeding my mind. I'm always feeding my body. I'm always feeding wisdom into myself. I'm always feeding these things in order to I can be a better service to the people, right? And I encourage everyone else to do the same thing. So with that being said, I want to say peace to Yahuwah. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, you're going to miss out on a lot of jewels, right? A lot of jewels. So I want to say peace, y'all. All right? Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And I'm out. Oh, no, it's on my cell phone. Booyah! Have a great night. Peace.